Here in the 3rd Congressional District of Washington State, our timber industry, which provided for generations of great hardworking men and women, has been absolutely gutted over the last several decades. The leftists, they destroyed it at the altar of environmentalism. And then Republican and name only types from the right wing, they bowed down to the altar of the free market and said, well, it's good if we just ship all of our jobs overseas because we'll have the ability to buy more cheap things at Walmart. So we allowed our timber industry to be destroyed. You don't have to look very far right now. If you're trying to build anything, you can tell right now that the lumber prices are astronomically high because we're importing most of our lumber from Canada. That which we don't import, we cut here in the Northwest and then we ship to Canada to be actually processed. It's an absolutely ridiculous system that benefits other nations. And so by adding on all this debt, we're making ourselves vulnerable to the Chinese, stopping from buying off our debt bonds, which could potentially crash our entire economy. And we have no way to actually use the resources that we have here that we're blessed with in our district to provide for our own people. So we've told a whole generation of Americans that they can't get manufacturing jobs anymore because those jobs are dead and gone. So they end up taking on a bunch of student loan debt. They move to a big city saddled with a bunch of debt, and they can't get jobs in general in the tech industry like we told them to, because legal immigration, the H-1B visa system, the L-1B visa system, has absolutely brought in more foreign workers that work for dang near slave labor, which undercuts the U.S. market of these kids who have college education. So my generation and below, they've essentially been put in this situation where they have no ability to purchase a home, get a good paying job, and they work in this gig economy. COVID comes in, kills off the gig economy. And so now our economy is just systemically broken because we're not producing things anymore. We have to take a wartime footing to getting our production back online. In the Northwest, we do that by turning over a lot of these federally controlled lands back to the state and back to private industry so that we can create good, well-paying jobs for hardworking Americans. And then we have to clean up our immigration process and put in protectionist trade policies.
Do people understand that this is not nativist or xenophobic?